Welcome to TechTalk Worldwide, the podcast that explores the intersection of technology, financing, companies, and development. In today's episode, we'll delve into the most talked about trends and innovations shaping our world. About how SPACs to the booming market of remote work technology, we'll examine how these elements are not just buzzwords but pivotal factors influencing the global economy. Whether you're an investor, entrepreneur, or just tech curious, this episode offers valuable insights into the future of tech and finance. Understanding these elements is crucial for anyone looking to navigate the complexities of the modern world, be it for investment, business development, or personal growth. All right, folks, moving on from the fascinating world of NFTs, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the financial circuits: SPACs, or special purpose acquisition companies. Now, you might be wondering, what's a SPAC, and why should I care? Well, let's break it down. Imagine you're a fan of Tesla, and you hear Elon Musk is launching a new venture. You'd want in, right? That's where SPACs come in. They're like a golden ticket, a fast-track pass for companies to go public. In 2020, Virgin Galactic went public through a SPAC led by Chamath Palihapitiya, and it was a game-changer. What's a SPAC? Think of it as a shortcut. A SPAC is a blank check company that goes public first and then hunts for a promising company to merge with. It's like a friend who stands in line for concert tickets while you get ready. How's it different from an IPO? Well, IPOs are like marathons, long and grueling. Remember when Airbnb went public in December 2020? It took them years to prepare. SPACs are more like a sprint. They're quick, sometimes taking just a few months. Speed is a big plus. But quick decisions can lead to mistakes. Just look at Nikola, the electric truck company. They went public via a SPAC in June 2020, and well, let's just say things didn't go as planned. Now, here's my 2 cents. SPACs are exciting, but they're not a one-size-fits-all solution. They're great for companies that want to hit the ground running, but there's a risk factor you can't ignore. So, if you're thinking of investing, do your homework. Okay, we've talked about SPACs and how they're shaking up the investment world. Now, let's pivot to something many of us have become all too familiar with: remote work. But we're not just talking about Zoom meetings and home offices, we're diving into how this shift is driving a booming market in remote work technology. How has remote work influenced tech? You might remember the early days of the pandemic when Zoom became a household name almost overnight. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Remote work has accelerated the development of collaboration tools, cybersecurity, and even AI-driven personal assistants. It's not just about video calls, it's about creating a virtual workspace that's as productive as the office. Who's leading the charge? Zoom and Slack are the obvious names, but let's not forget companies like Asana for project management or Okta for secure access. And then there's GitLab, a company that's been all remote since its inception in 2011. They're not just adapting to the trend, they're setting the standard. Is this a sustainable trend? Here's my take: remote work isn't going anywhere. Sure, we might see a hybrid model become more common, but the technology supporting remote work has proven its worth. It's not just a pandemic-era band-aid, it's a long-term solution. Got a favorite remote work tool or a hot take on where this market is going? Drop us a line or tweet us your thoughts. We might just feature you in our next episode. So, whether you're a freelancer loving the digital nomad life or a CEO considering a more flexible work model, the tech supporting remote work is a game-changer. And it's a market that's ripe for innovation and investment. All right, we've just unpacked the booming market of remote work technology. Fascinating stuff, right? Now, let's shift gears and talk about something equally intriguing: the role of artificial intelligence, or AI, in financial markets. So, you've probably heard of robo-advisors like Betterment or Wealthfront. These platforms use algorithms to manage your investments. But AI goes way beyond that. Companies like Alpaca are offering AI-driven trading platforms that execute trades at lightning speed, way faster than any human could. And then there's Kensho, which uses natural language processing to analyze financial news and predict market movements. What about ethics? The million-dollar question. Remember the GameStop saga in early 2021? Some folks argued that AI algorithms from hedge funds played a role in inflating prices. So, there's a debate about fairness and transparency. Should these algorithms be regulated? It's a hot topic, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Is AI reliable for market predictions? Here's where I weigh in. AI is a tool, not a crystal ball. It can analyze data faster and more accurately than humans, but it's not infallible. Just look at the flash crash of 2010, where algorithmic trading was a contributing factor. So, while AI offers incredible advantages, it's not without risks. Got an AI trading success story or a cautionary tale? Send it our way. Your insights could be featured in our next episode. So, whether you're a day trader using AI tools or someone curious about how technology is shaping finance, the role of AI in financial markets is a topic you can't afford to ignore. All right, we've just explored the fascinating and sometimes controversial role of AI in financial markets. But now, let's pivot to a topic that's not just about dollars and cents, it's about the future of our planet. I'm talking about green technology and how we're financing a more sustainable world. What is green technology? Green tech isn't just solar panels on your roof or a Tesla in your driveway. It's a whole ecosystem of innovations aimed at reducing environmental impact. Companies like Beyond Meat are revolutionizing the food industry, while Eco-Life Recycling is turning waste into reusable material. It's tech that's good for the planet. How is it being financed? Now, this is where it gets interesting. Traditional venture capital is still a big player, but we're also seeing a rise in green bonds and even government grants. For instance, the European Investment Bank committed €1 trillion to climate action and environmental sustainability between 2021 and 2030. That's a lot of zeros. Challenges and opportunities? Here's my take. The biggest challenge is scalability. It's one thing to create a sustainable product, it's another to make it affordable and accessible. But the opportunity? Oh, it's massive. Just look at Tesla's stock performance over the past few years. Green tech isn't just a feel-good investment, it's a smart one. Got a favorite green tech startup or an opinion on how we should be financing sustainability? We want to hear from you. Your thoughts could be part of our next episode. So, whether you're an investor eyeing the next big thing in green tech or just someone who cares about the planet, this is a space that's ripe for innovation and investment. All right, we've just delved into the world of green tech and how it's shaping a more sustainable future. Super exciting stuff. But now, let's shift our focus to a sector that's redefining the way we work and invest, the gig economy. What is the gig economy? So, you've probably used Uber or ordered food through DoorDash, right? Well, that's the gig economy for you. It's a labor market characterized by short-term contracts or freelance work as opposed to permanent jobs. And it's not just rides and food. Platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are making it easier for freelancers in all fields to find gigs. How are companies attracting investment? Here's where it gets juicy. Companies like Uber and Airbnb went public and attracted massive investments. But smaller startups are also getting a piece of the pie. They're using crowdfunding platforms and even blockchain-based tokens to raise capital. For example, Rally recently raised $57 million in a series round to expand its gig economy platform for creators. What are the risks? Now, my personal take, investing in the gig economy is a bit like the Wild West. It's new, it's exciting, but it's also risky. Regulation is a big question mark. Just look at California's Proposition 22, which aimed to redefine gig work and had companies like Uber and Lyft sweating bullets. So, whether you're a venture capitalist looking for the next big thing or a gig worker wondering about the future of your industry, the gig economy is a frontier worth exploring. All right, we've just explored the gig economy, a sector that's both exciting and a bit of a wild card. Now, let's dive into a topic that's often misunderstood but holds immense potential, blockchain, and I'm not talking just about Bitcoin or Ethereum here. How is blockchain being used outside of cryptocurrency? So, you've heard of NFTs, right? Those digital collectibles that people are paying big bucks for? That's blockchain. But it's also being used in supply chain management. Companies like IBM and Maersk have teamed up to create TradeLens, a blockchain-based platform that tracks shipping containers in real time. Imagine knowing exactly where your Amazon package is, down to the second. Who's leading the charge? Apart from IBM, we've got companies like Chainlink, which is bringing real-world data onto the blockchain. Then there's Ripple, aiming to revolutionize international money transfers. And let's not forget Consensus, which is building decentralized apps. What about regulations? Here's my 2 cents. Regulation is the elephant in the room. The SEC, for instance, is still figuring out how to classify different blockchain assets. And then there's the issue of data privacy. Blockchain is transparent, but should it be? It's a regulatory minefield. So, whether you're an investor intrigued by blockchain startups or just someone curious about how this technology could change our world, it's a space that's bursting with innovation and challenges alike. So, we've just unpacked the world of blockchain beyond cryptocurrency, and I hope you found it as eye-opening as I did. But now, let's venture into a realm that sounds like science fiction but is becoming more real every day: quantum computing. What is quantum computing? Imagine your regular computer but on steroids. That's quantum computing for you. Instead of bits, it uses quantum bits or qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once. This allows for insanely fast calculations. Companies like IBM and Google are already in a race to build the first practical quantum computer. How far are we from practical applications? Here's a fun fact. Google claimed quantum supremacy in 2019, saying their quantum computers solved a problem in 200 seconds that would take a supercomputer 10,000 years. But don't get too excited, we're still a few years away from quantum computers becoming mainstream. The tech is there, but it's not yet scalable or stable enough for everyday use. My personal take: this is the frontier of the frontier. Companies like Rigetti Computing and D-Wave are attracting significant investments. Even venture capital firms like Andreessen Horowitz have dedicated funds for quantum tech. But remember, high reward often comes with high risk. So, if you're an investor looking for the next big thing or a tech enthusiast eager to see where computing is headed, keep your eyes on quantum. It's not just the future, it's the future of the future. Wow, what a journey we've been on today, from the rise of SPACs to the mind-bending possibilities of quantum computing. The tech landscape is ever-changing, and it's not just about the gadgets in our hands. It's shaping our financial markets, our work lives, and even our planet. My personal takeaway? Keep learning and stay curious. The next big thing could be just around the corner. Keep an eye on green tech and AI. These aren't just trends, they're shaping our future. And don't underestimate the power of blockchain. It's more than just crypto. The best way to stay in the loop? Keep tuning in, of course. But also, follow us on social media and subscribe to our newsletter for weekly updates and insights. Got a topic you want us to cover next? Or maybe a burning question from today's episode? Reach out. Your input could shape our future content. All right, that's a wrap for today. Up next, we're exploring the world of virtual reality. Trust me, that will be interesting.